Laura Geller makeup. We're doing the full face. I bought extra products on Amazon and let's just jump right in. Let's begin first with their Italian Marble. It's their bronzer stick and I picked up shade Capri Coast. We're gonna do the underpainting technique because why not, you know? Why not? Stick packaging, black with the gold. This is what it looks like. The color looks really, really nice. Let's see. It's actually not that creamy, but I do like that color. Has no scent. It's a very, I'll say the color is a little bit lackluster in terms of like pigment. I'm swiping a lot and hard. Okay. I don't think this would look good on top of makeup because I'm swiping hard. I'm putting a lot of pressure. I feel like this would take off a lot of makeup. As of right now, I'm not liking the texture of this bronzer, but let's blend it out. I think this is going to be a little bit more subtle than I was anticipating, which is okay, which is good, but I don't like the formula of this bronzer. Having no issues blending like that, but it's very subtle. Okay, I'm okay with it. I wouldn't say it's an amazing bronzing stick. There's so many better ones on the market. For the price point, I wish the formula was more buttery. I wish it was more creamy and a little bit more pigment payoff, because with this, I probably would go like 2 to 3 layers just to get a really good color payoff, but I'm gonna keep it a little more natural. So let's move on to the foundation. I am going to use, you know, like the Balance and Brighten, the powder foundation as my setting powder today, but this right here is going to be the foundation. This is their Double Take Liquid Foundation, has medium buildable coverage. It offers a natural matte finish, and it's supposed to pair very well with their powder products, like it says on the back. I picked up shade Fair 120. So I'm hoping it's gonna be a good shade match. The bottle is glass, and again, with this big doe foot applicator. I shook this just because it sounds very watery. Ooh, this formula is a pretty warm undertone. I like the big doe foot applicator. It's not really my undertone, but that's okay. We're working with that. Taking Rose and Ben, the C42 foundation brush, because you can also pick these up on Amazon now. I don't know if I had to do one area at a time to blend this out, but I'm going in right away. Even though the foundation has a warm undertone, it's okay. It's a little bit yellow too, you can see in those areas. All right, having a little bit of a hard time blending this out. Like right here, I'm putting a lot of force. Again, where it's supposed to provide a natural matte finish. It's very lightweight, a very similar texture, I would say. The formula, it's similar to the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation, where it's a very lightweight, featherweight formula. Let's go a little bit more right here, just to even it out. Have several breakouts right here. Let's just even it out a little bit more. And this color is not a good color for me. It's too yellow and warm. The finish of this foundation, I will say it's pretty. I have a very glowy skincare underneath because I am working more so with matte products today. But I will say the foundation, this liquid foundation, I'm not a fan of. It is accentuating my dry patches, and then where I added a little bit more coverage with the makeup, the foundation is just sitting and accentuating the peach fuzz and the color overall. It is the color. I will say the color does not look good. It looks patchy on my skin, where my redness is peeking through. Is just, it's not vibing with my skin. I'm not a fan of the liquid one. I will say the powder one is much better. It just doesn't last, it doesn't last long on me. All right, let's move on to concealer. I had to pick up 2 shades because the shade in the middle of these 2 was sold out. So I picked up Porcelain 100 and then Medium 210. So we're just gonna mix the 2 shades together. This has a scent. I don't like that. This is a multitasking, crease-proof and transfer-proof concealer. It has a lightweight medium coverage and also supposed to provide a skin tightening effect for a youthful lifted look. Blend this out with a concealer brush. That blends out really nice, no issues. And I let it sit there for a little bit. And the colors together, the porcelain and medium, a great color match. Okay, this concealer I'm impressed with. I will say it has a little bit of a tacky finish, so I'm hoping that's going to set. And if not, I'll just set it with the powder foundation. Let's move on to the blush. I picked up one of their newer blushes. This is their Serum Blush, Practical Pink. It provides a refreshing, cooling sensation in the perfect watercolor-like flush of color. It is very cooling, kind of like the Milk Makeup, those jelly water tints, the sticks. I mean, that blended out effortlessly, but the pigment payoff, it's very subtle. So let's go with a little bit more. Let's give that time to set. And let's go on this side. Okay, that's a good amount of pigment. Let's see it blended out with a brush maybe. And yes, even applying with the brush, the blush feels very cooling on the cheeks. Look at that glow. Okay, that provided a great amount of pigment, but with the amount that I applied, you would think you'd get like a punch of color. You're not. It's very, very subtle. I think if you like your subtle blushes that have effortless application and blendability, you will enjoy this. But the pigment, it's not packing a punch for me. I don't like that. This color is really pretty. And I do appreciate that cooling sensation. You see what I mean by very subtle? Like I'm applying the blush, but I feel like I'm not getting that pigment. It's just very glowy and dewy. Even Andre's saying it's subtle, and he usually never agrees with me on blush because I pack a punch with my blushes. It is very pretty. The finish is very glowy. I look like I have cheeks that are just pumped with hydration. I mean, this is beautiful, beautiful skin. I think it's a little bit glowy. So we are gonna set my skin before we move on to the eyes. I'm gonna take some of the Laura Geller, their Baked Balance and Brighten foundation in light. I'm going to use the same brush that I did with the liquid foundation. And I'm just going to work this into the brush, but also work it into my hand first, just to get that even coverage everywhere. And then first let's go on the forehead. We'll do the T-zone and then we'll do kind of like this, the jaw area. I think I wanna skip the cheeks just because I do like that really healthy pop of glow. But we are going to set under the eyes right here. For eyes, I picked up this 2-in-1. This is their Make It a Double eyeshadow stick plus powder in shade Rosé. Luxurious cream that won't smudge or crease, and then the powder layer amplifies and locks the color in place for all day wear. Yeah, that's what I kind of was expecting. Very little color payoff, neutralizing it somewhat, but very little color payoff. All right, the 2-in-1 eyeshadow stick. I don't love it because again, the color payoff is very, very minimal. Maybe it's the shade that I chose, Rosé, but online it looked like there was a little bit more color payoff. I will say the blendability is there. I did not wait for either the cream or the powder to set and then try to blend it out. I just blended it out right away to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. And I wish the powder had a little bit more pop of that like wet eyelid, like that metallic foil. I wish that's what it gave me, but it's giving me very minimal and very subtle. I am going to apply mascara. I didn't get a Laura Geller mascara. I'm just gonna apply my own. For mascara, I'm going with the L'Oreal, the Bambi Eye Waterproof Mascara. You can also find this on Amazon. We'll go lighter on the mascara since like everything else is pretty light. And then for lips, they had this bundle and I said, why not? Let's just get them together. So the first one is the Laura Geller, their Modern Classic Waterproof Lip Liner in Purely Pink, along with their Modern Classic Matte Lipstick in Pink Passion. So again, these came as a set. That shape is really, really nice. It's almost shaped like a lipstick, but in a miniature form. It just lines the lips so effortlessly. This has a lot of pigment, very pretty on its own. Let's go with the lipstick. I just want to swatch it next to the lip liner. Oh yeah, that's a pretty combo. I almost wish it was more velvety or more silky in texture It's giving me a almost paste-like texture. I'm having a hard time moving my lips together, really forcing that. But I do like how smooth my lips feel. But it's just a little thick. Color combo, the lipstick lip liner, it's a chef's kiss. I can see why they paired them together. Very beautiful. So now the lip liner, I'm looking to see what the wear claims are. And they say it's a smudge-free, feather-proof, and silky matte formula. As of right now, I really like the application of the lip liner a lot. It's very creamy, very silky, and very pigmented with precise application. This is a beautiful lip liner. The lipstick, on the other hand, they're saying it is a transfer resistant matte lipstick that's supposed to provide or deliver a rich color in a single swipe. I will say it's very pigmented, but the formula, it's not as velvety and silky as I would want it to be. It's a little more pasty, but I'm okay with it. It feels very nice on the lips as of right now. Okay, so we will do the wear test, obviously, to see how this makeup is vibing and wearing on my skin. I have combination skin, so I am going to take the foundation powder along with me, just to make sure if I need touch-ups, I have it on hand. All right, let's move on, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. We're doing the first check-in. I started filming pretty late today, so these are gonna be, check-ins are gonna be like later on in the day. We just finished dinner. This is what I look like. And first thing I wanna say, I'm disappointed with the lipstick and the lip liner. I see a little bit of lip liner or like on the edges, but the lipstick is like, I don't see lipstick at all. I'm pretty glowy and shiny. The eyes, there's a little bit of creasing. You can see right there, like the center on the eyelid. I'm gonna reapply a little bit more powder. This is how I personally like to wear this powder foundation. I like to wear it as a setting powder because I like the way it reapplies on top of it itself. It's just really stunning. As you can see, like it tones it down, but it doesn't completely mattify my skin. I still have that soft glow from within. But I am going to reapply the lip liner. I mean, this lip liner is so creamy. Okay, lip liner reapplied. So we're looking like, I think we're looking good. Not as glowy. Not as oily and wet looking. I still have some of those areas where the foundation, kind of just is clinging to my spots. But the powder foundation is helping to just kind of tone it out. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Last and final update, we made it to over 8 hours. Under 9, but over 8. Makeup is begging to be cleaned, washed. My skin is just, yes, it's ready for the night. So overall thoughts, I wish it was better. Even the lip liner. I think what I really, really, really like about that lip liner is the formula, how silky, how smooth, how velvety, how pigmented, and of course the precision application is flawless. Now the wear time is where I'm struggling with this lip liner. After dinner, I don't really, as of right now, I'm not really eating a lot of snacks. The only thing I'm drinking is water, and it's from my, what is that called? The Owala water bottle. And it wasn't leaving anything behind, like even when I kiss right now, like I'm not really seeing anything, honestly. But where is it? I'm not liking the way my lips are looking. So I'm not happy with the staying power, especially after dinner. Like it was pretty much all gone. But what I do like is the concealer. I think the concealer is one of the few products where I'm actually really excited about, and I'm excited to keep wearing it. I'm not excited that I had to buy 2 shades because just the one shade was sold out. The one right in between the porcelain and the medium shade. But also, you guys know my thoughts on the L'Oreal Baked Foundation. I like it as a setting powder or like a touch-up powder throughout the day, but I don't like it as a full-on foundation for my skin type. It's just most powder foundations don't look great on my skin throughout the day. They look good upon application, but then 2 hours in, it's a hot mess. It's just, they do not vibe with my skin type. I feel like with this blush, I'm looking at my cheeks. I don't know what it is. Is it this side or both sides? It's just this part like of the makeup is gone. Like the base is just gone. I don't know, do you guys see that? I feel like you can even see from right here. I was not powdering at all after I used the blush because I wanted that, you know, juicy cheeks. But I feel like, you know, on this side, like it's gone. Like with that blush is definitely not long lasting. Yeah, I would say most of these products were disappointing, especially in longevity, but also they were pretty disappointing in the color. I know I say sometimes, actually most of the time, I prefer products to have not as much pigment, that way I can layer, but just these products with layering on top of layering, it just was not giving me anything, honestly. I think the most disappointing product besides that foundation was that bronzing stick. That formula was just too balmy. It just did not want to, I don't know, I just don't like it. It just did not vibe, and I just did not enjoy using it. Just, you know, sometimes you just don't vibe with products. That blush, I thought I was gonna like it so much more because I love a dewy blush, and that was so easy to apply. It was almost as easy as the CL blushes, the liquid blushes. You know, my obsession with those blushes. They're just so beautiful. But those have such a phenomenal lasting power. They last all day long. I don't have to set them with powder. I don't have to set them with a powder blush. They're just chef's kiss. But this one, the opacity was not there. Just, it was giving glow, but it wasn't giving a lot more than that. And the longevity, it's not there. The eyes, yeah, they're creasing. Very subtle because the eyeshadow is very subtle, but you can definitely see the creasing. So that's a bummer. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Let us know your favorite products from Laura Geller Makeup, and I'll see you guys next time.